Today is Monday, June the 24th. This may be a familiar place for family and friends. This is the beginning of the Jordan Pond walk around Jordan Pond. We are actually going to do at least 13 miles today. 13.1. We're going to do a half marathon, no matter what. We can crawl back to our camp, but we're going to do it. Maybe more. So anyway, we're going to start off midway through the hike. This is the same hike that my wife Annette and I took many years ago. And so we're going to start halfway. We're actually going to walk south towards Long Pond all the way down to the ocean. And then we're going to circle back to Jordan Pond, hike around Jordan Pond, and then go further north all the way around Eagle Lake and loop around Eagle Lake, and then come back to Jordan, where we are here at the tea house. And we're kind of staring at the bubbles right now, except it's a little fogged in. And I'm sure by the time we get back here, it will be some beautiful pictures. But I'll just kind of turn the camera around here and kind of let you see the view from the Jordan Pond house. There's Margot. Say hello, Margot.
Hello.
And we will show you the sights along the way. Less talking today, more scenery. Okay. So let me flip it around here and show you what you can see of the bubbles. Not too much though.
Seagull incoming.
So, we are on our way to Little Long Pond. We have about a 4-mile walk down there, I believe. I'll give you the official mileage here in a little while. But if you've never been to Acadia, it's one of the most beautiful national parks in the U.S. Gift from the Rockefellers. Lots of miles of carriage paths, which we're on now. No automobiles are allowed on the carriage path, just bikes, hiking, horses. And so these carriage paths weave in and out of the national park, mostly inside the park, but they're wonderful to hike on and gain some experience with learning how to hike with a pack. Margot's carrying the pack today. She volunteered to do that, so obviously I did not stand in the way of that. Anyway, we got a couple liters of water and a beautiful day. The fog is lifting. It's probably about 70 degrees, maybe a little lower than that. So it's just a beautiful day to put some miles in and see some wonderful scenery and share some scenes with you. So I'll start the camera here and show you some scenes along the way. All right, so one of the beautiful features of Acadia National Park is in addition to its carriage paths, are the arched bridges. So I'm going to actually walk down here and kind of show you the architecture and how beautiful some of these bridges are from underneath. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll walk down. All right, so we're about 3 miles into our hike today, and we have reached the southern end of the island. Here's the seawall. We were just out there. I'll put some videos in there. You can see that. And then this is Little Long Pond. I'll show you some pictures of the Carriage house as well from the other side. But it's absolutely gorgeous little pond here at the southern end of the carriage path system. Okay, so we're going to head back north now. We have about an 8-mile hike, I believe, up to the northern end of Eagle Lake. We'll show you the sights along the way. Alright, little diversion. We came across a trail called the Thuya Garden Trail. We saw it posted. Beautiful lodge up here that apparently has a really neat garden. So we decided to take the road less traveled. And so we'll show you some sights along the way. Wow, this is kind of interesting. It says, Richard's door. The door between the trees opens to a mystery. Step through the sea with the eyes anew, and then close if you please, and leave no trace of passing through. Wow, let's go see. All right, well, plans do change. Unlike the story of Alice in Wonderland and the Cheshire Cat, when Alice was lost, she looked up at the tree and asked the Cheshire Cat, "Can you help me? I'm lost." And the Cheshire Cat said, "Well, where are you trying to get to?" Alice didn't know. The Cheshire Cat said, "Well, it really doesn't matter which way you go then, because you'll never know when you get there." That is not our situation, although we did take a path that we believe leads south directly where we came from. So after walking that for about a half mile, Margot and I decided we are going to turn around and go back to hiking our original plan, which was the Carriage Pass north to Eagle Lake. And so we're about 4.5 miles into our hike, And this part of the diversion, this part of the our alternative path is coming to a close. And I'm getting ready to step back through the door that's going to take me back to the carriage path. So you guys can join me. It was a nice journey. All right, back on the trail. All right, I've got about a 0.1 walk up to the carriage path, and I'll continue to show you some views. All right, success is ours. Back on trail, back on the path at least, the carriage path. Very easy walking. Again, we're about 4.6 miles into it. Going strong. We have about an hour and a half, 2 hours before lunch, which I think we're going to take back at the Jordan Pond house. We'll see if we can snag a bench and look out at the bubbles across Jordan Pond with the tea house behind us, and show you some views. So stick around, and thanks for walking with us. Part two of the day. We just had lunch at the Jordan Pond house. You can see behind us there, it's very, very crowded. And so Margot and I decided to continue on. We hiked 7.1 so far to the south edge of the island. And now we're going to hike around both lakes. The first one you're going to see here on the left that I'll show you some view of is Jordan Pond, and the next one's going to be Eagle Lake. They're each about 2 miles long, and we'll show you some views along the way. Thanks for joining us. right, so we kind of finished the Jordan Pond. I guess that would be the east side of Jordan Pond heading north. And the original trail we were going to take is actually closed. They had a lot of bad weather over here in the winter. And so that trail is closed, so now we have about a mile jaunt up a different trail to get us over to Eagle Lake. And when we get to Eagle Lake, again, we'll be going on the east side of Eagle Lake for about 2 miles. Show you some of those views and show you some views along this path. View of Eagle Lake. We're about halfway up the lake. All right, so we're wrapping up the day. It's a 17.3 mile day. We're ending the day right where we started, the Jordan Pond House. Over my shoulder you can see the bubbles from Jordan Pond. And we're going to go back to the car and I think take a swim. But what a wonderful day. Annette and I did this walk back 30 years ago. I think my calculations are correct. We hiked to the ocean, turned around, walked all the way back to Eagle Lake. And this time we started the Jordan House, but we did the same track. So proud of Margot. So we'll catch up to you later. Bye.